बीच में कुछ जरूरत होगी तो। अरे यार इसको ना ये हटाना, और ये हाइट, ये लाइव बंद कट कर। कैन यू ऑल सी मी देयर? गुड आफ्टरनून टू एवरीबॉडी। आवाज आ रही है सबको स्टूडेंट्स? से हो जाएगा। ओके, सो फ्रेंड्स, टुडे वी आर हियर for SSB preparation planning, and we are going to 30 minutes for you. We are going to discuss certain tips and certain skills that is required for the SSB preparation, and for that we got to cover few points which I am going to cover. So we are going to give you the basic SSB preparation skills today in next 30 minutes, and I'm going to cover very salient points. If you see my previous TV, YouTube videos from the KD Defense Brigade, you will realize what are the preparation strategy. जो preparation कैसे करना है हमें वो बहुत जरूरी है समझना। तो जैसे देखिए अभी गौरी शर्मा ने ज्वाइन किया है और एसएसबी की कोचिंग की क्लास चल रही है, तो मैं क्विक आज आपको कुछ गाइडलाइंस देने वाला हूँ। प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रैटेजी के बारे में मैंने पिछले वीडियो में बात किया है, आप केडी डिफेंस ब्रिगेड लाइव में जाके देखेंगे कैप्टन श्याम कुमार, और वहाँ आप देख सकते हैं कि आप सोचने से पहले कुछ स्किल्स होने चाहिए, और वो स्किल्स अगर आप में नहीं है, डू यू हैव इट इन यू, अगर वो नहीं है तो देन यू आर नॉट ready for SSB. You may clear the SSB written part of NDA, FCAT, CDSC, but you may not clear the SSB interview, and that would be a frustration for you. So it is better to have the skills first. Please go through the previous video to understand why I am saying this. My today's video is in continuation of the previous video, as when you have decided that you have to start preparation for SSB the day you have thought of joining armed forces. That means much before the written examination. So it is a parallel process. I have explained it in a very, very critical manner in 1 hour video last time. Now coming to the next point is preparation of SSB starts with the skill development. The skills that is required for SSB is important, and the first skill that comes in my mind is the communication. Communication skill is important part of any military leader, because you got to talk to the command, you have to command your men, you have to talk to the troops, and your words are final. आप जो कहते हैं वो फाइनल होता है, और उसके हिसाब से ही आगे काम होता है। लोग आपको देखते हैं, समझते हैं और आप पे विश्वास करते हैं और ऑर्डर्स लेके मरते हैं और अपने को कुर्बान कर देते हैं, क्योंकि आपने सोचा है कि जो भी उन्होंने आपके अंदर देखा है आपने उनके लिए पूरी तरह से सोच के कमांड किया, सोच के बताया। तो जो कम्युनिकेशन गया वो क्लियर, क्रिस्प था, ऑल इंक्लूसिव था, एंड इट वाज कंसीडरिंग ऑल द फैक्टर्स in which the troops are going to do actions, and not in front of you, they are away from you, they may not be in front of you when they are doing the action. So everything which you are telling them should be very clear. So there is something called basic communication. Communication तो आपने सुना होगा, communication सब जगह जरूरी है, किसी भी इंसान के लिए communication is most important part. Okay, So the communication is not the only issue. तो एसएसबी के कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी आ रहे हैं, गौरी ने लिखा है कि कितने टाइम में करना चाहिए। देखिए ये सब बातें आप मेरी प्रीवियस वीडियो देखिए तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। आज मैं स्किल ट्रेनिंग की बात कर रहा हूँ। सारे डिटेल्स हमारे दिए हुए हैं, लास्ट में मैं दे दूंगा आपको डिटेल्स। आपको केडी डिफेंस ब्रिगेड में कॉल करके एक अपॉइंटमेंट लेनी है और कैरियर काउंसलिंग के लिए आपको 30 मिनट टाइम आपको मेरे साथ फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिलता है, तो आप अपनी अपॉइंटमेंट ले सकते हैं। बाद में मैं आपको डिटेल्स दे दूंगा, फोन नंबर दे दूंगा, आप यहाँ से कोऑर्डिनेट कर सकते हैं। तो आपको सारे जितनी भी क्वेश्चन है आपके एसएसबी के प्रिपरेशन के वो मिल जाएंगे। फिलहाल मैं कम्युनिकेशन की बात कर रहा हूँ। कम्युनिकेशन तो करते हैं हम, बट जो कम्युनिकेशन मिलिट्री में चाहिए वो एसएसबी स्टैंडर्ड्स की वो देखते हैं कि वो पोटेंशियल्स आप में है, डू यू हैव इट इन यू और नॉट। So the communicating is simple way to convey to someone, but power of expression is the word called power. That means you are giving all-inclusive, complete communication in which there is no doubt in mind of anyone that he or she is going to do any fault, or he or she has not understood and unable to perform the way it was envisaged, desired by you. So the power of expression means speaking in a manner which is all-inclusive, simple, easy to be understanding by others, understandable by others, palatable, consumable, मतलब उनको पूरी तरह से घुस जाए उनके दिमाग में और जो आप चाहते थे वही वो समझें। That is called power of expression and it is a critical requirement for any military leader, as I explained you. So my dear friends, my dear future officers, those who are listening to me, it is very important for you to develop this communication skill, and friends, it does not happen overnight. ये चीजें एक दिन में नहीं होती, इसके लिए टाइम लगता है और इसके लिए कुछ चेंजेस आपके पास लाने पड़ते हैं। हिंदी वर्सेस इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की भी बात इसमें आती है, आगे मैं उसको भी कवर करूंगा कि इंग्लिश और हिंदी का कितना यूज होता है हमारे एसएसबी में और कितनी जरूरत कहाँ पे होती है। तो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट पार्ट। फिलहाल मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं कि पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन हमें डेवलप करना है और आज मैं बात करने वाला हूं हाउ टू बी ए स्मार्ट स्पीकर। कैसे हम अपनी पावर ऑफ स्पीकिंग, जो हमारी पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन है, मैंने आपको डिफरेंस बताया कम्युनिकेशन में और पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन में। आपको याद करा दूं मैं कि हमारी ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटी ये है 15 क्वालिटी जो एसएसबी में देखी जाती हैं, उसमें पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन एक इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है और सबसे पहले के कॉलम में आता है, इसलिए पावर ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन की जरूरत बहुत ज्यादा है। देखिए अब आप जैसे हाउ टू बी स्मार्ट स्पीकर, जैसे मैंने कहा, नेक्स्ट मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि आप अच्छे स्पीकर कैसे बन सकते हो और घर बैठे कैसे बन सकते हो। कई बार तो स्टूडेंट बोलते हैं कि सर मुझे एसएसबी की ट्रेनिंग करा दो, 12 दिन में मुझे सब समझा दो, मैं अच्छा स्पीकर बन जाऊंगा। शायद ये गलत है, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। थोड़ा टाइम आपको देना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू इन्वेस्ट अर्ली, और ये मैंने पिछले क्लास में वीडियो में बताया है कि कब से करना है, आपको कितना टाइम लगेगा और आप किस तरह के स्टूडेंट हो, आपकी क्या लेवल ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं, क्लास 9th 10th के बाद आप कहाँ आए हो, आपका लेवल क्या है, उस हिसाब से आपकी प्रिपरेशन टाइमिंग वैरी करती है। तो गौरी ने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है उसका आंसर डायरेक्ट नहीं है, वो पर्सनलाइज्ड है, इंडिविजुअल पे डिपेंड करता है, इसलिए आपको ये बात माननी पड़ेगी कि हम उसको कैसे समझे। जैसा मैंने कहा, आप डिटेल्स लेके हमारे डेस्क पे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं और एक कैरियर काउंसलिंग की टाइमिंग लेके आप हमसे सारे अपने क्वेश्चंस आराम से फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एक कैरियर काउंसलिंग में डील कर सकते हैं। ये सारी वीडियो में बताया गया है। प्रोसेस ऑफ बिल्डिंग अप द टॉपिक। आपके पास कुछ भी बात करना है किसी से, तो आप कैसे बात करते हो? अटपटे बात करते हो, समझ के बात करते हो, स्ट्रक्चर्ड कम्युनिकेशन करते हो या अनस्ट्रक्चर्ड करते हो? जो आता है दिमाग में वो पहले बोल देते हो, बाद में सोचते हो, या उनको पहले दिमाग में सोच के समझ के और उनको एक स्ट्रक्चर में ला के बात करते हो? देखो 3 चीजें इसमें जल्दी से कहूंगा। मैंने एक मंत्र अपने दिमाग में रख लिया है, किसी से मिलो, किसी से कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा हो, एनीबडी इज आस्किंग यू एनीथिंग, 3 थिंग्स यू शुड रिमेंबर। लिसन टू द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली, लिसन टू द पर्सन व्हाट इज ही आस्किंग, दैट मींस लिसनिंग। पहला जो है जो कम्युनिकेशन के लिए अच्छा गुण है स्मार्ट स्पीकर के लिए, अच्छी लिसनिंग एबिलिटी। यू हैव टू लिसन टू द पर्सन। अगर समझ में नहीं आएगा तो आप बात नहीं कर पाओगे, आंसर नहीं कर पाओगे, प्री कंसीव्ड आंसर दोगे विच वुड बी रॉन्ग। दूसरी बात, कोऑर्डिनेट विद द ब्रेन। देखिए यू कैन आंसर इट फ्रॉम माउथ, ईयर टू माउथ डिस्टेंस इज वेरी स्मॉल, बट इट इज नॉट द करेक्ट वे टू आंसर. You have to go through the brain. Why brain? Because there is some memory cells. There are some contents in your brain which is going to trigger the responses. The question which has been asked, similar memory cells for its respective response must be triggered, and it should be logically checked, corrected, structured, and then brought to the mouth. So listening carefully, coordinating with the brain, and then speaking from mouth, which is suitable for the environment. That means the person who has asked you, where are you, which place you are answering, examination hall, interview, road, friends, social life, train, bus, family, where are you and how you must respond. The answer could be accordingly structured. Same answer, same introduction for that matter, in the official, in the formal, in the informal, in the family, in the social structure, same introduction differs from environment to environment. So I repeat, listening carefully, coordinating with the brain, and then speaking from the mouth in a manner which is suitable for the environment. So if you remember this, to become a smart speaker, you have to understand this part, these three things. Never speak. Now, what are the faults? Quickly, I will carry out fault analysis. You have not understood the question. You have not listened to the person. You have not read. Listening means even reading also. Reading, listening is all question to you. You have not understood the question. You have not seen properly. You have not read the question properly. So your brain will not trigger the required memory cells. And even if you don't have memory cells of that topic, then in any case it is blank. And I will tell you why you get blank, why you become nervous, why you become underconfident in speaking, because of certain reasons, not because of lack of English. Okay. So you listen, you don't listen, and you speak. Obviously you have gone wrong, because your answer may be irregular or illogical, because it won't be with reasoning. Okay, now you have lot of knowledge, you have lot of memory cells, but you have not listened and you don't know how to speak. Your structured communication, you are shy, you are nervous, you have behavioral issues, तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है. अच्छा, अगर आपको बहुत अच्छा बोलने आता है, आपने कॉन्वेंट से एजुकेशन किया, अच्छे से इंग्लिश बोल लेते हो, बहुत अच्छी बात करते हो, नॉलेज भी है, लेकिन नॉलेज स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं है, कुछ इधर से पढ़ लिया है, कुछ उधर से पढ़ लिया है, कुछ कहते हैं ना कि इसको इधर से जोड़ के उधर करके किसी तरह से स्ट्रक्चर बना देना, उसको सही नहीं मिलता कम्युनिकेशन. तो वहां भी एक्सेसिव कम्युनिकेशन होगा, सुपरफ्लुअस कम्युनिकेशन होगा, एंड यू विल बी एबल टू ओपन योर माउथ बट नॉट इन ए required manner, not in a standard manner. So all these three things are important. How to be a smart speaker? These three things I have divided you process of building a topic. Before you build up a topic, listen, coordinate, and then speak. Speak is also write. So firstly, I will tell you write. Communication is two, writing and speaking. So writing part is, first of all, in the SSB, you got to write a lot. साइकोलॉजिकल टेस्ट में बहुत सारी चीजें लिखनी पड़ती हैं आपको टैट, पीपीटीटी की स्टोरी टैट लिखनी पड़ती है, वैट लिखनी पड़ती है, एसआरटी लिखनी पड़ती है. इंटरव्यू में भी आपको सोच सोच के बोलना पड़ता है. तो एक तो रिटन स्क्रिप्ट की जरूरत है, दैट इज रिटन फॉर्म ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. टू बिकम ए स्पीकर, एज आई सेड, थ्री थिंग्स आर रिक्वायर्ड: लिसनिंग, कोऑर्डिनेटिंग, एंड देन स्पीकिंग और राइटिंग. So writing skill is not good for English. Writing, lot of spelling mistake, power of vocabulary is not there. Lot of cutting, confused, speed writing is not there, practice is not there, then you may have a problem. Therefore written script is important, and therefore whenever you want to write any topic, don't think of going onto the stage or the dais or in front of the interviewing officer or your boss and start speaking. Please plan well. The first thing is planning is you have to write a written script. I'm not going into imagination and elementing and bulleting, because that is a long process. But for writing a script, you have to make some points. And nevertheless, even if you are not making points and you are able to write a script, if you are good, then fine. Otherwise, I will caution you, please do not jump to the script. First, make some bullets. I call it elementing a topic, which is one of my subject for the class here. When I teach the pre-SSB skills, I will go through this in detailed manner. So next point is about brain script. Now SSB is all about brain script. You know, some places you will get paper and pen, but most of the time in 5 days you will not have a paper and pen. You will have to write brain script. That means advanced stage of communication or power of expression. That means without even having a paper and pen, you have to draw a script. which you could have drawn in your happy life, in your room or in your other places of interview or in other jobs, in a writing and then speaking. Here in the SSB, you have to write brain script. Now, what is brain script? It is very difficult for understanding. Mental caliber makes a brain script, and this can develop over a period of time. It does not happen overnight. इसके लिए थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, और ब्रेन स्क्रिप्ट तब अच्छा बनता है. मनीष भी जुड़ गए हमारे साथ. वी विल आंसर योर क्वेश्चंस आल्सो लेटर. तो देखिए, अगर आपको ब्रेन स्क्रिप्ट बनाना आ गया, मतलब टॉपिक का इमेजिनेशन करना, ब्रेन से कोऑर्डिनेट करना और उसको जल्दी से एक 4, 5, 10 लाइन में ब्रेन में रेडी कर लेना. दूसरे स्टूडेंट भी हैं आसपास में, एग्जाम चल रहा है, इन्वायरमेंट है, ग्रुप डिस्कशन हो रही है, ये लेक्चरेट हो रहा है, ये सब एसएसबी के पार्ट है. उसमें आपको ये करना है. तो दैट डे यू विल बी अंडर प्रेशर, इट विल बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू. हाउ डू यू डू इट? You have to follow this process of first of all having a good idea to write script, written part, and develop further higher standards of forgetting a paper, forgetting a pen, and writing directly into the brain. And it is mental caliber. Mental caliber is important for, so my two lines that I tell to my friends is, brain to pen. For becoming successful in SSB, for meeting your dreams come true, you have to definitely learn this trick of brain to pen. Carry a paper, carry a pen, keep writing your ideas, and after some time, 1 or 2 months, you will realize that you don't need to carry the pen. Your ideas remains in the brain and you are able to make it happening. Start making a structure in the brain itself, and you are able to have a good mental caliber wherein you are able to at least form 8-10 lines or 1 to 2 minutes of any content. उसको मिला जुला के करते हैं. और ये ब्रेन टू पेन का हैबिट अगर आप डेवलप कर लो, तो दिस इज द क्रिटिकल स्किल दैट यू हैव डेवलप्ड टू बिकम ए स्मार्ट स्पीकर एंड इन एनी वॉक ऑफ लाइफ. Friends, while I am talking about SSB, you will agree with me that SSB training is not only for SSB or joining armed forces. You succeed or not is one point, but if you go through the SSB process, the whole system, the 5 days of SSB, the exercises and the skills that are behind it, they are lifetime skills. They are required for all other examinations. It never goes west. So these points, if you remember, which I have said in the previous video, and I am linking with here, that develop the skill of brain to pen. That means whatever it comes in your mind, you put it in the pen first, in the basic stage, and later on follow the reverse. Without pen, you should be able to write a script in the brain. I hope this much is clear so far. Now I am going to cover a very good important point in a very simple manner. What are the 5 pointers that one should have? Any topic, any place, when you are talking to someone and you have to give a view, opinion, group discussion, lecturate, or you are to just convey your views to your boss in your company, in your employment, wherever you are working, or if even, I mean, in the student environment, we are taking it as a college, school, where you have to many times appear for some leadership role as a house captain, or whatever you say, leadership role, prefect, or class monitor, or debate secretary, or some club secretary, and you have to read something on the stage. Even in college, you would require to do these leadership tasks, and this improves your personality and reasoning ability both. So 5 things, process of becoming a smart speaker, 5 things are required, in which this 5F I have narrated. 5F. The first of all is formation of a script. Whenever you get a topic for SSB, let's talk about TAT, maybe talk about group discussion, maybe talk about the interview for that matter, maybe talk about lecturate. These are very important. They are mental caliber exercises of GTO and psychologists, and there the power of expression is surely assessed, and this is critical quality. and therefore the interviewing officer, the psychologist, the GTO is very, very careful about your power of communication, power of expression. Exactly. So please do not jump to start speaking directly from your, without any thinking or any information of any script. First, when I said pen script and brain script, I am coming now forward. I have realized and I have assumed that all of you are now ready to make a brain script or a pen script. So you are pen script competent and you are also now brain script competent. Having done these two qualities, now you are given a topic, and first F is to quickly make a 10-line structure of script in your mind and start. Even if there is a noise going on, there is a group discussion going on, there is some distraction, pressured environment, time pressure environment, job pressure environment, all this is there on you. Still, you got to meditate. You have to become center of thought, I call it. I will explain you sometime what is center of thought. Listening, having noise all around you and a lot of argument going on, still having concentration to make a script. This is a quality that you have to develop when you want to succeed in SSB. So first quality is to make a script in your brain. And the second one is, what type of script? Don't make a hi-fi Cambridge, Oxford or a Shakespearean English script. Please make simple, understandable, palatable, consumable, easy to follow by the person who is listening to you. Who is the audience? Listen to him. Communication is not you. Communication is who is going to listen and use it. It is not for you. You have to write a simple English, and this is called functionality. It is functional. Is it a script workable? Is it ready to be used by people? Or is it going hi-fi? Are you using many data in your example? Latitude, longitude of a location, data 3,33,700 kilometers. You're not supposed to say, because it cannot be consumed by the audience. It becomes boring. It is not possible to, keep that in mind. It is not returnable by the audience. So therefore, friends, never give a lot of data. Make it interesting by a lot of, current affairs, personal examples, things like that. Lecture 8 is a full topic. I'm going to explain you that in a long detail in the class of SSB, and that is one of my favorite subject of how to make a good script and a lecture 8. So functionality of words, please remember, choose the sentence and words very carefully. Third F is familiarity with the script. Once you have made a word, suppose you have written, suppose you got a chance to read like that, you have to write it at. In the GPE, you have to write the full problem. You have to write the solution. So there, please be familiar with your script. When you make a topic and you got a time and you are ready to speak, then before you speak, you must read the script well. If you have written in the brain, please rewrite the brain script and see whether the words are okay, or are you able to pronunciation wise, are you able to do it? Are you, comfortable in your syllables, your talking, whatever slangs that you are going to use it in, otherwise you have some habits. All this must be kept in mind. Your weaknesses and strengths should be known to you, and then you will become more familiar, and having familiarity with the script, you will be able to be fluent in speaking. And what I mean by familiarity is reading the script of written script, if you have, then 4-5 times, and if you have brain script, revising it while others are speaking. You have elemented them, you have made a script. Don't jump to speaking, first revise it. Whatever time you have, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, please revisit your script in the brain and revise them to achieve fluency of speech. When I say fluency of speech, it means you should be able to convey in a correct rate of delivery, correct modulation, and correct, emotional gestures, whatever, the melodrama, the, thrust on the words, the kind of, loudness, laudability, the power of expression by verbal and non-verbal communication, gestures, manners, eye contact, all this is part of the fluency of speech, and comma, full stop, talkative form of English, not written form of English. There is a difference between the written form of English and talking form of English. When you are talking in SSB, you are not giving a speech. Actually, you are interacting. So it's an interactive, it's a lecturate, it's not lecture, remember. And there is a difference between lecture, lecturate, demonstration and practical. These are the 4 teaching aids which is taught in the school, and lecturate has been picked up by SSB. So therefore remember this. And the last one which I want to tell you is freedom to navigate. Now freedom to navigate means you are so competent in the first 4 F that now you can interpolate. You can, if you missed out a point, if you have not added up something, you are coming to conclusion and you wanted to say something before that, but it was missed out. Some point somebody else had talked before you and you wanted to make it. All this, and confidence, liveliness. Freedom means you are lively, you are in control, you are able to navigate your entire speech in a very, very lively manner with confidence, no shyness, no rate of delivery problem, no non-understandable words. ये सब जरूरी है. आराम से बोल के कूल, क्वाइट, अच्छी सी लाउड वॉइस में जब हम समझाते हैं किसी को और जब हम उसको समझ में आने लगता है तो वो नोट भी करता है, अप्रूवल भी देता है. देन यू कनेक्ट विद द ऑडियंस. When you connect with the audience, the SSB people are watching you. They see your delivery, they see your content, they see your fluency, they see your familiarity with the script, and they see that you are completely in the control of situation and you are the right kind of person. You are the leader and you must be selected for SSB. So friends, if you keep this 5F in mind, you will be a smart speaker, and SSB needs smart speakers. They don't need hi-fi Angrez students. They need basic people who are able to convey their meanings by way of expression and not only communication. So expression means taking advantage of the situation of English, Hindi, language barrier, structuring, environment, situation and audience, and then giving and then expressing, which makes the point clear and achieves the aim of the demand of the situation. That is what I mean, what this 5F. I hope you all are clear about it. In the Defense Brigade, KD Defense Brigade, we are giving you all comprehensive SSB by psychological analysis, psychological tests, psychological conduct of TAT, VAT, SRT, SDT, and complete PIQ. And it's a long-term, slow-paced training because if you don't do a very quick training, online, offline, hybrid mode, where you need offline classes, interview, group discussions, lecturate, etc. Where you need to do confidence building, it is offline. Where you can have some graphics, you can have some discussions at home. Where you need theory classes, you have online, you can sit at home and study. And then there is a field training, for which we do an improvised field training here in such a manner that your originality is kept in mind. You don't get coached and you don't, just start, just repeating or vomiting kind of things in the SSB, and there the SSB assessors catches you that you are a highly coached student. So keeping your originality in mind, making you tailor-made as per your strengths and weaknesses, giving you long-term slow-paced strategy training, and developing your pre-SSB skills first, then taking you to SSB classes. These are our aims of this institute, and in which we have a success rate which is quite okay. We have just seen out of a few students, one lady student has qualified for NDA also. We will be giving you the interview with the students later also. You can come and have a look at the campus, have a demo classes with me, and also join online classes at your own disposal by taking appointment from the desk. All the information, career counseling and registration, contact number 9266869938, and KD Defense Brigade, Mukherjee Nagar, New Delhi. Instagram, you must watch some of the things you may get on Instagram at the rate of KD Defense Brigade, and YouTube channel, youtube.com at KD Defense Brigade. You can check all these websites and keep asking us questions on these websites, and do a career counseling, half an hour interaction with the mentor where clear all your doubts, and then you can decide how to plan. Last point I want to tell you is invest early to succeed in your dreams. Okay, if you delay your SSB preparation, you may have success in your written exam, you may get frustrated in SSB 3-4 times. I have many repeater students, 20-25 of them. At least 10 of them who have cleared in last 2 years under my mentorship have been repeaters, where they have not planned their SSB properly, and they have gone through some quick training where they actually nobody analyzed their weaknesses. This dissection and analysis of the repeaters' weaknesses is important. For the fresher, it is a different technique. As a mentor, I don't teach, I mentor you. So I take you along to the target, let you hit, and if you fail, I make you get up and check your analysis, carry out some corrections, and then reset you for the goals. So wish you all the best. Please keep raising your questions. I don't find any. सर ये कितने दिनों में कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, मनीष ने पूछा है। तो देखिए, ये मैंने आपको कहा कि ये क्रैश कोर्स का हम करते नहीं है। किसी को क्रैश कोर्स करना होता है तो वो इंडिविजुअली अप्रोच करता है, फिर हमें उसको ऑनलाइन करना होता है, क्योंकि यहाँ की बैचेज जो है एक सिस्टम से चल रही हैं। तो अगर आप हमें कम से कम 40-45 दिन का टाइम दें, कम से कम, या 3 महीने का टाइम हो, 6 महीने टाइम हो, तो और भी अच्छा है। तो जो लोग 11th क्लास में है वो एसएसबी में जुड़ जाएं, मेरा ये कहना है, और एसएसबी पूरा कोर्स करके बैठ जाएं। ये कहीं ना कहीं आपको फायदा करेगा। और जो थर्ड ईयर में, सेकंड ईयर में, थर्ड ईयर में, वो स्टार्ट कर दें, क्योंकि 5th सेमेस्टर से आपको सीडीएस देना होता है, और 11th के क्लास में भी आपको 12th के अक्टूबर में ही पहले आपको सीडीएस आप दे सकते हो, एनडीए आप दे सकते हो। तो डोंट वेट फॉर 12th टू फिनिश, और फॉर दैट मैटर जी सीडीएस एग्जाम टू फिनिश एंड देन कम फॉर प्रिपरेशन. Take care, all the best. Keep watching this YouTube channel. Once in a while I'll be live. I'm available for offline classes at this institute, and wish you all the best from Captain Shyam Kumar, retired Indian Navy. Keep watching our YouTube live channels for written as well as SSB preparation exam, and meet your dreams come true. Bye bye, take care, thank you, Jai Hind.